If you're anything like me, then you're constantly coming across different pieces of information that you want to keep. It could be a quote that you saw on Instagram or something that you gathered in a conversation from a friend, but you want to have a place where you keep all of these different pieces so that you can reflect back on them. If that's the case, then I definitely suggest that you start a learning notebook or a commonplace book. What is a commonplace book? A commonplace book is a system for writing down and sorting all manner of tidbits that you may get throughout the course of your day. This could be quotes, observations, information gleaned from books, conversations, movies, song lyrics, social posts, podcasts, life experiences, or anything else that you might want to return to later. It's called a commonplace book because you collect all of this information in one common place, a central resource that makes it easy to find, reread, and utilize the pieces of wisdom that you have obtained. For my commonplace book, I have been using these filled notebooks. They are 8 by 10 in size, and you can get a pack of 5 of them for $20 on Amazon. If you're interested in these, then you can check the description box below. But I love these because they are thin and I can slide them into the pocket of my planner. That way I have it on me at all times. There is no right way to keep or use a commonplace book. You just need to find a style and a system that feels good to you so that commonplacing doesn't become a chore. The purpose of this book is to save time, provide inspiration, and to have one central place where you can find everything that you've learned. I've been keeping a commonplace notebook on and off for the past 2 years, but since the pandemic has happened, I have found true inspiration and connection to my commonplace book. It has really provided so much inspiration for me when I am deciding on what to film or what classes I want to teach or anything that I want to read. I love coming back to this notebook and just reading through it so that I am constantly inspired of things that I want to learn or do. So let me tell you the 4 benefits of keeping a commonplace book or a learning book. The first reason is to remember what inspired you. It's easy to come across interesting figures of speech, inspirational passages, or quotes, and having a commonplace book allows you to return to these tidbits of different things that you have learned and rediscover the feeling that they originally gave you. The second thing it does is saves on hours of research. I'm a content creator, and if you're a content creator, then you know that there is so much research that goes into constantly figuring out what videos that I'm going to post. But even if you aren't a content creator, if you have a writing project or you're doing a project at your job, whether it's an article, a speech, a novel, or memoir, whatever you're doing, a commonplace book will give you tons of time. It will help you with the researching that you have to do because you won't have to remember all of these different information that you've come across. You can search the internet and then add it to this book, and then whenever you have time on your hands, you just flip through your notebook and you'll have everything in one place. The third thing having a commonplace book does is it helps you find unexpected connections. Commonplacing is a unique form of note-taking in that you are basically bookmarking anything that you find interesting. This means quotes. This also could mean pop song lyrics. And so since it's such a wide variety of information, you can find connections throughout the different things that are inspiring you. The fourth thing that having a commonplace book can do for you is it helps you to focus on your reading. As you own a commonplace book and as you evolve with this book, it will help you look at what you're reading through a new lens and help you to approach and examine the media that you consume a different way. Now, I did look up some history on commonplacing and found out that it goes all the way back to Roman emperor times. Emperors and philosophers at that time used to carry around a really small notebook and put it in their pocket, and in that notebook would be a private collection of their notes, their thoughts, and all of their quotations. And because they did that back then, our true understandings of things like the Civil War is a result of the spread of these diaries and notebooks that soldiers recorded their thoughts in. So basically, it's a written form of scrapbooking, and it has been valuable to countless big thinkers over the years. So just imagine how you will be able to use yours. So how should you start a commonplace book? The very first thing that you want to do is decide on the notebook. Like I said, I like to use field notes because they're really thin and they're really portable, which means that I can pull this notebook out basically anywhere and begin to jot different things down. I do believe that you should have something that is portable and really easy to carry because you could see something at any point in time. So you want to have something that's easily accessible so that you can quickly write it down. After you select your notebook, the second thing that you want to do is read about anything and everything. Be open to seeing what you didn't expect to be there, and that's how you find the best stuff. Look at magazines, read articles, watch YouTube videos, read books, read blog posts, listen to podcasts. Just absorb as much information as you can. As you read passages, words, stories, and quotes, use highlighters. You can highlight in your book and then write it in your commonplace book later. And make sure that you're taking notes in your commonplace book while you read. It's what the best readers do. And remember, with this notebook, you are looking for wisdom, not facts. We're not just looking for random pieces of information, because what's the point of that? Your commonplace book over a lifetime or just over a couple of years can accumulate a mass source of true wisdom that can turn times of crisis into opportunity. It can uplift you from depression. It could help you with a job. It can help you with content. It could really inspire you. And having this notebook really allows you to read deeper and have a fuller understanding of the things that you read, so that instead of trying to read 100 books just to have said that you read 100 books, you could read 24 books deeper. You could connect to those books and connect to the concepts that you read and have a learning notebook or a commonplace book that has inspired you, that you can flip through years later and will constantly give you a source of inspiration that you can look back on and reflect on. So on Friday, we're going to be diving into my full notebook collection and how I use all of my notebooks with my planners in order to organize my life. But I wanted to give a full dedicated video just to my commonplace book because it's a special notebook to me, and I feel like it will enhance your life the most. Let me know in the comments below, do you have anything like a commonplace book? I would love to hear from you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.